Another Port City match, and the growing legend of Cristiano Ronaldo, after he led Portugal to another wonderful match, another wonderful victory over Croatia. A match that was full of everything that is expected of a match between Croatia and Portugal. You know, and a match where different goals were denied by the referee because of marginal offside decisions. But the most important thing is that, you know, Portugal did show that even in the presence or absence of Cristiano Ronaldo, they've got the people, they've got the players to come to the party. Even though it was Cristiano Ronaldo who hauled Portugal from a goal down by equalizing through the penalty. I mean, everybody knows that when you give Cristiano Ronaldo a penalty, the probability that he's going to score or not going to score is closer to 1 that is going to score than 0 that is not going to score. So it was a fantastic game for Cristiano Ronaldo on a personal level, because prior to the match against Croatia, he had never scored in a knockout game in the World Cup. But yesterday, you know, he broke that hoodoo, he broke that, he broke his virginity by scoring in the knockout phases of the World Cup. But the most important thing is the fact that they've been able to qualify to the round of 16, which to me was a bit difficult than I expected, because Croatia did give them a run for their money. You know, because if you look at the goal that Perisic was able to score from left back position, it just tells you the kind of experience, the kind of, you know, momentum that was with Croatia. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is the fact that you get a win. But, you know, one caveat is the fact that look at where Portugal got their goal at the dying embers of the game, the 94th minute of additional time. So it just tells you that the problem that we've all discussed, that Africans have been suffering from a lack of mentality, lack of character, lack of having their composure when it comes to the dying embers of the game, is not only associated with African teams, but even Croatia did experience the same thing. But it boils down to the confidence level of the Portuguese national team. It boils down to the confidence level of the entirety of the team. But the most important thing is the fact that Portugal, having been led by Cristiano Ronaldo, have been able to qualify to the round of 16. And to me, the most important match that they are going to have is going to be with Spain, because, you know, their rivalry dates back, you know, and to the extent that a couple of years ago, Portugal did beat them in the UEFA Nations League to win that trophy from them, you know. So it's going to be more of, is it going to be a touch handover from Cristiano Ronaldo, a legend in the game, to Lamine Yamal, a prodigy who is coming to the game, or Cristiano Ronaldo is going to take the day again? But you see, one critical thing about this Portugal team is the fact that everybody's criticizing Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody wants him to be out of the team, but he does the job. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to run for 90 minutes. That is absolutely true. That has been established. But the most important thing that absolutely nobody in this Portuguese team can do better than him is finding the spaces, running in behind the defenders, and putting the ball at the back of the net. And that's the most important thing that when it comes to football, you know, and there's nobody in this Portuguese team that can score goals better than Cristiano Ronaldo. So on the day, Portugal did bring the fight to Croatia did bring the fight to Portugal, but experience, temerity, and more confidence was able to win at the end of the day. And in another match, you know, Austria was annulled. Austria was overridden by Spain. A match where everybody, every connoisseur, every pundit, everybody who understands, you know, football knows or knew that Austria absolutely had no chance against Spain. And on the day, it was telling. You know, they took control of possession. They took control of the chances being created from defense to midfield to attack. Spain was overwhelmingly better than Austria. And at the end of the match, 3-0, it was for Spain. Lamine Yamal had a fantastic day, you know, but the kind of football that he played last season and a couple of seasons ago, I was expecting much more from him. And should Spain go far in this tournament, it's going to be dependent heavily on Lamine Yamal and also from Oyarzabal, because he scored some incredible goals, and against Austria he was able to get a brace, you know. So if they are able to manage that and they are able to bring Lamine Yamal more into the game, then Spain could go far. But don't forget that the next match up between Spain and the opponent is going to be against Portugal. One of the most anticipated, or one of the matches where Every single person is going to be expecting that rivalry between Spain and Portugal, because don't forget, should Portugal get a win in that match, they are going straight to the quarterfinals, and should Spain also get a win in that match, they're marching on to the quarterfinals. But as almost everybody expects, the question is always going to be asked: is it that Cristiano Ronaldo has much more positive influence in this Portugal team? Because you realize that he's not going to give you 90 minutes. He's not going to give you that 100% energy that running for 90 minutes. But are you willing to have a trade-off where he's going to have moments in the game where he is going to get you an assist or a goal, or you will take that off and then find somebody, probably a Goncalo Ramos, who is going to give you 100%, but you are not likely to get a goal from him. So these are some of the tactical variations that the coach would have to think about, because going into the subsequent matches is going to be tougher. Teams are going to come at Portugal, because if you look critically at the match against Croatia, Portugal did not find it easy at all. Portugal did have a go at them to the extent that if their last goal hadn't been chalked off, the match would have gone into extra time. But I also have a problem with the goal that was chalked off. I think that the decision of the lineman and then the referee were a bit overboard, because the offside decision was a bit very, very marginal. And I do believe that if the offside decision, or if the offside position is very minute or marginal, the benefit of the doubt should be given to the attacker, because football is all about goals. It is goals that we are here to see. But if you are chalking off, it's incredible goals. You look at the goal that Cristiano Ronaldo did put at the back of the net, that was chalked for us. Fantastic goal on any day. But the question again is that how are they going to manage Cristiano Ronaldo's work input in the game? Would they have the trade-off, or is he going to be in for 19? Because yesterday we realized that when he was taken off, he was a bit angry, but he just didn't want to show it. Because, see, this is a collective effort. You understand? It is not tennis. It is not badminton where it is an individual sport. If the coach sees that where your input is up to, they don't need much from you again, you have to be taken off. Yes, you have to understand that. And, it is comparable to what is happening to Argentina. You understand? Because you hardly take off Lionel Messi in a match, but you have to understand that the assemblement that Argentina has is different from the assemblement that Portugal has. Every single player in the Argentina national team, including Lautaro Martinez, who is the star player for Inter Milan, is now playing as a second fiddle to Lionel Messi. Every single effort is geared towards Lionel Messi succeeding as the linchpin, as the key man in the Argentine squad. And the Portuguese players would have to understand and accept the fact that the alpha in the Portuguese team is nobody than Cristiano Ronaldo, and they have to understand and then come together, work their source of run to the ground, and make sure that Cristiano Ronaldo has a good tournament. And so far, it's not been that bad, because they've been able to win, their matches, and also qualify from the round of 32 stage into the round of 16 stage. But going into the subsequent matches, they would have to, work harder for Cristiano Ronaldo, because you don't expect Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 41 to be put in the yard that he was put in when he was 29, 30 or 31. So they have to. And then I think the Spanish national team is an incredible team. You can't take that away from them. You understand? They've got some fantastic young guns out there who are playing some beautiful football. And it was no surprise that against Austria, they went down blazing. And prior to the start of that match, everybody, like I rightly indicated, everybody knows that Austria is not going to be an impediment. Austria is not going to be a debacle for Spain. And that's exactly what happened. At the end of the day, Spain ran out 3-0 winners. But it was the sort of football that Spain were able to play. They were expansive on the day. They were attacking. And, it is not news, because if you had watched Spain over the past couple of years, they've transitioned from the way they used to play like a decade ago, now being more flamboyant. They don't keep the ball. They are more direct now, because if you look at when they had players like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, they used to control majority of the game to the extent that they could control about 80% of the game. But now they are more direct. They are more expansive. They are not holding the ball like they used to. And it is something that inures to the benefit of the players that they currently have in their squad. But at the end of the day, the most important thing that they've been able to qualify. But a tough task lay ahead of them, because they would have to get one over Portugal for them to be able to get into the quarters. And I think it's going to be a difficult match, for both. And don't forget that these are neighbors who have had a go at each other for a long time. And recently, the Portugal did have one over them in the just ended Nations League. So we wait to see what is going to happen on that particular day. But I mean, also, Ghana is going to play Colombia, and every single Ghanaian is expectant of that result. But I do believe that Ghana has got the temerity. Ghana has got a lot of confidence and a lot of capacity and capability to go out there and also get one over Colombia.